This is the truth about healing binge eating that no one is talking about. Hello there, my name is Cassie. I'm a dietitian and a certified intuitive eating counselor with nearly a decade of experience, and I support women to heal from overeating and binge eating and have complete food freedom for life. Over my career, I've supported about 500 women and been in around 6,000 coaching sessions. And so I know a thing or two about what works and what doesn't. And when it comes to healing from binge eating, this is the conversation that many people aren't having, and that it comes with a lot of sacrifice. And so hear me when I say this, you can absolutely have what you want, and it is your birthright to have the most incredible life. However, and I say this with so much love, it might not be everything that you want all at once. Okay, hear me out here. Life is really about trade-offs, and at every point in time, based on our season in life, we are making an active choice to make a trade-off. So I'll give you an example. Right now I'm pregnant and I'm having really bad pelvic pain that is limiting my ability to walk, especially upstairs and up hills. And if you are from Sydney, you know that Sydney is just full of hills. It's like one big hill. So it makes walking very, very challenging. But I know that this is just a temporary part of my life. I'm only pregnant for a season, and that it is worth the trade-off for me and that sacrifice for this short amount of time to then eventually have a baby and live that dream that I've always held so dear to my heart. And that I know I can always go walking when I'm recovered and not pregnant, it's not going anywhere. But at this point in my life and with this injury and the pain that I'm in right now, I just can't really walk, and that is okay. And so that is the trade-off I have to make. I'm pregnant, I'm carrying a baby, there's lots of other wacky symptoms happening as well, but that's for another video. And I know that this just means I'm temporarily changing the way I move my body. I'm not exercising as much, I'm not lifting heavy weights, I'm not walking, I'm barely able to carry shopping in, for example. And so my life has taken a massive turn in terms of my ability. Now, if I came and approached that from the mindset of, oh my goodness, I'm just going to push through anyway, like I still want to be pregnant and go to the gym 5 days a week and go for big long walks and walk up hills, I'm not going to do myself any favor. I'm going to probably make my injury worse and then impact my long-term physical ability by maybe doing more permanent damage. And so I need to be okay with the fact that this is just short term and I'm just in the season right now where I'm not being very active, and that is more than okay. Now, when it comes to binge eating, many of us might be approaching this with the mindset of goal of, okay, I want to stop binge eating and I want to heal my relationship with food and I want to lose weight. Now, and I have so much space for all of that. Everything is welcome here. Of course, if that is your goal to lose weight, it is your body, you have body autonomy, it is your life and your goals. I'm not saying you cannot have weight loss goals, but what I am saying is I would get curious around how are those weight loss goals impacting your relationship with food. Now, hear me out. If you have this desire to heal your relationship with food and at the same time you want to lose weight, they can often contradict each other because the healing process of getting what you want of food freedom looks a bit different to the actual outcome of food freedom. So for example, we do lots of food exposure therapy work in binge eating recovery, and it might be making plans around exposing yourself to some of your forbidden foods like chocolate, pizza, ice cream, cookies. And if you have this in the back of your mind, oh, well, I can't do that work because I want to lose weight, it's going to get in the way of what you truly deeply want, which is a healthy relationship with food. And so you have the right to want to lose weight 100%. And what I would encourage you to do is really go inwards and ask yourself, would you be okay putting that weight loss goal to the side on the back burner just temporarily while you embrace this season of healing? It's kind of like me, right? Am I okay with the fact of putting exercise and going for a walk to the side for now, on the back burner for now, while I embrace my season of being pregnant? We can bring another example in. So would you be okay temporarily pausing your social life while you study for these exams to get the result that you want? right? And so I can give you a million more examples, but life is really all about trade-offs. But when we are aware of the fact that we're making a conscious choice to make that trade-off, that's empowering, because instead of being a bystander or passenger of our life getting thrown around like, where am I going and why am I doing this? You're making an active decision to prioritize this portion of your life, which is your relationship with food, so that you can create the life that you truly want down the line. And I'm going to promise you, I can guarantee this, after being in this space for nearly a decade, no one does this work without trade-offs. We are all making trade-offs all the time, whether it's time, commitment, work, hobbies, our ability in our body. We are always looking at like what we are prioritizing based on that season of life. And so this is a nice reflection for you. Is this a trade-off you're willing to make? So as an example, to kind of go maybe more micro day to day with binge eating, would you be willing to let go of binge eating? And the trade-off that is that you might, the trade-off there is that you might not get that relief or the temporary numbness or the emotional relief that the binge normally gives you. But what you're doing is you're creating other strategies in your life to help mediate those feelings, to give you in the long term the results that you truly want and that you truly desire. And so we're always making these trade-offs day in and day out. And when you become accustomed to that and aware of that, it puts you back into the driver's seat, and then you feel empowered to make choices that feel really, really supportive. Okay, I hope that was helpful for you today. If it was, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps my channel out so much. And any thoughts, questions, or feedback, please leave it below. I love hearing from you. And like always, if you are ready to dive in and do this work and you feel like you would thrive from more support from me, I would love to invite you inside the Food Freedom Academy. It's my private membership for women to overcome binge eating and overeating. You get courses, coaching with me, support, and community to heal your relationship with food for life. You're welcome anytime. The link to join is in the box below. Okay, thank you for being here. I appreciate your precious eyeballs always, and I wish you a lovely day. See you next time.